Let's be honest. At the beginning of the semester, we all swear we're going to be that student. You know, the one who's ahead on readings, turns everything in early, somehow drinks 10 glasses of pure, unflavored water, and sleeps like a responsible human being. But somewhere between the second quiz and the group project from hell, things start slipping. It's not that you don't care. It's just hard to stay on top of everything when you're juggling deadlines, lectures, and, well, life. That's where a semester study plan comes in. It's not just about being organized. It's about setting yourself up to stay consistent without burning out. In this episode, we will walk through how to create a realistic, flexible, and actually doable study plan with weekly checkpoints to help you stay on track without the Sunday night panic spiral. Let's make this the semester you finally feel ahead of the chaos instead of constantly catching up. Why you need a semester study plan. If you've ever hit week 10 of the semester and suddenly realized you have 3 major assignments, 2 midterms, and 0 free time, you're not alone. The problem isn't usually a lack of motivation, it's planning. Without a clear overview of what's coming, even the most capable students can end up stuck in a reactive mode and scrambling to catch up. A semester study plan gives you the full picture. It lets you anticipate heavy weeks, balance your workload between classes, and create space for the things that matter, like review sessions, mental health breaks, and actually sleeping before an exam. Instead of constantly feeling behind, you'll have a roadmap that helps you to make steady progress and adjust when life inevitably throws a curveball. First, gather all your syllabi and calendars. Before you can create a study plan, you need to know what you're planning for. That means collecting every syllabus for every course you're taking this semester. Whether you download them from your school's portal or print them out old school style, get them all in one place so you can see the big picture. Next, pull out your favorite calendar or planner, digital or physical, whatever works for you. This could be a Google Calendar, that's what I like best, a Notion setup, a semester overview sheet, or even a blank wall calendar. Start by adding every single key date from your syllabus, assignment deadlines, test dates, project due dates, and anything that looks even remotely stressful. The first step is just about laying it all out so that you're not blindsided later. Once you've got everything in one spot, you'll be able to spot busy weeks in advance and start building a plan that keeps you ahead of the chaos, not buried underneath it. Next, we're going to identify key academic milestones. So now that you've got your syllabus all laid out and you're filling in the calendar with deadlines, it's time to zoom in on the big ticket items, the assignments, tests, and projects that actually make or break your grade. Go through each course and highlight your major academic milestones, midterm and final exams, research projects and essays, group projects or presentations, and lab reports or cumulative assignments. These are the moments where your energy, focus, and time matter the most. Mark these clearly in your planner so that you can begin to see where things pile up. If week 8 is overloaded with a group presentation and 2 midterms, you'll know ahead of time to take it easy the week before and prep a little earlier. Identifying these milestones early is the key to building a semester study plan that feels realistic instead of treating everything like an emergency. You'll know what to prepare for and when so you can actually breathe between bursts of effort. Next, set realistic weekly checkpoints. This is where the semester study plan really starts to take shape. Once you know what's coming, you can break it down into weekly checkpoints that help you make steady, stress-free progress without trying to get it all done at once. Start by working backwards from your major deadlines. If your research paper is due in week 10, you can do it week 6 through 9 and chip away at it. Break down big assignments into bite-sized tasks like brainstorming, outlining, drafting, and then editing. Then assign one of those tasks to each week leading up to your deadline. Your weekly checkpoints should be realistic, not ridiculous. Don't stack your list with 6 major tasks if you know you only have time for 3. The goal is to keep moving forward without burning out. So a checkpoint might look like week 3, finish chapter 5 reading and review lecture slides. Week 5, outline lab report and draft into paragraphs. Week 7, start Quizlet deck for midterm. Having weekly goals makes your semester feel manageable. You'll stay focused, build momentum, and avoid the how did it get this bad panic that hits when you ignore your planner for weeks. Next, we're going to build in flex weeks and review time. Even the best laid study plans need room to breathe. Life happens. You get sick, you fall behind, or something unexpected throws off your routine. That's why it's so important to schedule flex weeks and intentional review time right from the start. Flex weeks are basically built-in buffer zones. You don't have to plan full workloads for those weeks. Just leave a little space to catch up or shift things around or just sit down and breathe. Planning to do less during these weeks doesn't mean you're lazy. It means your plan is realistic. Review time is just as important. Instead of waiting until the weeks before exams to panic study everything all at once, use your study plan to schedule mini review sessions throughout the semester. This might be simple checkpoints like a quick review of chapters 1 through 3, flashcards plus practice, flashcards plus practice quiz for week 5 content. Rewatch key lecture from earlier this month. Including these low stress but high impact review blocks helps to solidify what you've already learned. It also makes exam season way less terrifying. Step 5, track your progress and adjust as needed. A study plan is only helpful if it's actually used and flexible enough to evolve when your life gets chaotic. That's why tracking your progress and making small adjustments along the way is just as important as the plan itself. At the end of each week, take a few moments to check in with your plan. Did you complete your weekly checkpoint? Did anything take longer than you expected? Did you need to shift anything to next week? If you missed something, don't spiral. Just reschedule it. The goal here is not perfection. It's momentum. Progress builds over time, and being honest with what's working and what's not helps you to create a steady rhythm that fits with your actual life, not your ideal one that you imagine. To make this easy, use a habit tracker checklist or even a sticky note system. If you want an all-in-one system, the Study Skills digital course includes tools that can help you review, adapt, and keep going without burning out. I will leave a link down below. Tools and templates to make your study life easier. You don't need to reinvent the wheel to create a semester study plan. You just need the right tools to make the process smooth and sustainable. Whether you use a digital planner or paper and highlighter or you're a paper and highlighter kind of student, there's a setup that will work for you. Here's a few tools that can make your planning process easier. Google Calendar. This is great for scheduling due dates, weekly checkpoints, and review sessions. This is one tool I have never regretted. I put down absolutely every single important date from a midterm to my classes in my Google Calendar and block that time off so it cannot bump up against any other obligations. Once it's in your calendar, that time belongs to that study or that event, and it's done. End of conversation. Notion or Trello are two other really great tools. They are ideal for mapping out assignments, setting reminders, and tracking progress over time. I use Trello and I love it as a low impact way to keep a running to-do list, and it has power-ups that let you add repeatable tasks so that I make sure that things are set to keep reminding me to do these things over and over again. Printable study planner. What do you know? I've got one on my website. It's just a physical option that keeps everything visible on your desk. I go through and I update mine during our live planning sessions on Monday mornings. If you want to join me, you can grab one and join me for a live weekly goal setting and planning session. I'll leave a link for it down below in the description. It's free and it's easy if you want to test it out before you commit to a bigger one. Pomodoro timers. Perfect for breaking down long study blocks into manageable chunks. I know you've already downloaded Frank's Bean. I know you've already downloaded Hank's Bean. Now use it. If you are looking for a complete system, the Absolutely Study Skills digital course includes everything you need to plan your semester from start to finish. This includes printable templates, digital tracking tools, and step-by-step strategies to help you stay on top of your academic goals without the overwhelm. Making a semester long study plan is not about perfection. It's about building consistency and reducing stress and making sure that you're not constantly stuck in survival mode. When you map out your deadlines, set realistic weekly checkpoints, and give yourself room to adjust, you're not just managing your workload, you're taking control of your semester. And the best part, once your plan is in place, you can stop wasting energy figuring out what to do and start focusing on actually doing it. Your future self, the one who's calm, prepared, and actually sleeping before midterms, will thank you. So if you are ready to create a study strategy that works, I wish you the best of luck. The resources that I mentioned throughout are all going to be linked below. And I want to know how you are doing and if you plan on taking these steps right now, going and grabbing a piece of paper and planning out your semester. Let me know. Let me know what classes you are taking this semester and planning for. I will see you again next week. And until then, I hope you have an absolutely amazing adventure.